Hello everyone. This man's been working really hard today. We'll get to what he's been working on, but look at his dirty knees and legs. That's the strawberries I harvested and a few onions. My nasturtiums here are growing pretty good. I'm still not sure which one of the seeds I planted that is, but I think it's the oh, my brain's farting. Anyway, it's a flower. And the mint that I bought is doing pretty good. We won't talk about the orange bucket of mess. This is strawberries. I've picked a bunch and there's a bunch still almost ready. That is ready for its first clipping. And so is that. I've snagged 2 of the radishes that were big enough to actually eat. And I got some more that are getting close. I think there's some wasabi ones almost close too. Look how big my sunflower is getting. I think there's actually 2 growing right there. There's only a few spots that my sunflowers are growing, and that bed over there has some that are little tiny, and all the rest of the spots that I planted it are not. My beets, look how tall my beet greens are getting. I think this rain's been doing them good. And over here, my new beans, they're already getting ate by slugs. Ugh. And so is my Malabar spinach that I planted.
I think we need to refill our trap.
Yep, gotta redo the traps. Hey, there's a strawberry I missed right in the corner. It is really red. It's hiding. Look at it, it's hiding down there. Not only is it hiding, it looks like the slug's got the end of it.
Close enough.
If you take off the little tip, the rest of it's good. He's eating them.
That one was close enough, and I'm hungry.
That is the biggest eggplant I have ever had. So maybe I'll get eggplants this year. Maybe. And my melons are starting to take off pretty good. That's my Kajari and my Tigger. I'm not sure which is which, but the beans in this bed, oh, there's some over here too. I passed them. That one of my scarlet runners, and that scarlet runner, and that scarlet runner.
Yeah, they're finally starting to.
Are taking back off. Those are ones that had been ate clear to the nub, and they came back. I had gave up hope, but they're coming back. My nasturtiums are coming up. And more beans. My nasturtium over here is doing better than all the rest of them. I don't know why it's doing any different than the rest. They're all in the same dirt. And that is that same plant that's over there that isn't very big. I think I need to get those in the sun.
Yeah.
Because that's the same thing. Can't remember which cucumbers are which over here, but they're all doing pretty good. And my beans, they're all doing good until you get to this patch. That was my black turtle beans, and not a single one of them came up. Oh wait, correction.
You got something?
I got one right there. Okay, one came up.
Babysit it.
out of all of those.
Yeah. Time to babysit it.
But I think I'm going to replant some right here. Those are strawberries that are bug holes that are laying on the ground there. And some of my beans are doing good in this bed and some of them aren't. I have a real bug issue this year with my beans. I want this to look all pretty and lush over here on this trellis, but if slugs keep eating my beans, that's not going to happen. They're leaving my bush beans alone. They're just eating my pole beans. For this being, oh, look at here, honey.
Ooh, I see it.
This is the first year for this. Don't look at my hands. They're all dirty from playing in the dirt.
Yeah.
We got blueberries. And the first ones are on my first year plants. Don't you take both. My blueberry thief.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just stole it right out of my hand. Oh, that one's almost ready. Right here.
Yeah.
Look at those. They're going to be ready anytime. This plant, I think I need to give it some more acid. They're looking kind of sad. This one's doing a little bit better than that one. And if anybody can tell me what the difference is. Okay, I know how to trim these high bush ones. But the bush ones, what's the difference in cutting them over top of the high bush? The only ones I seem to be able to find online is the high bush. But I got two that are not high bush. That has grown tremendously since we moved it over here.
Yeah, I definitely liked the move.
Yes, it did. And this one is starting to come back after its move. It looks kind of spindly and sad, but it's taken back off. Other than a few leaves I need to take off because they completely died. So far there's nothing right here. Over here, my tot soy is coming up.
Must have packed that all right after as much rain as we got it.
And I got some little tiny kale plants coming up.
Where I took the
Not very many though. And there's some more sunflower.
where I took the stump out, I thought it was going to sink down more after all that rain we
This here used to be a stump. And it's looking nice. We still got to remove that stump. This has nothing in it yet. I got to plant some seeds in it. This has some onion in it. Some of them I planted with the green still on it because it was coming out of the walking onion over there. And some of them just were the bulbs. So, but it's full, almost out to the edge. And if anybody knows when I harvest my seeds, it'd be a help because I don't know. But it's looking really pretty.
I still wanted
And the bees are loving it. Some of them are like this, and some of them are like this. So, I don't know.
I want to see the monster carrot. Probably a little stubby thing. But
I don't know. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basils alive. The rest of them died. That's doing great. The lemongrass is still tiny. And over here, we have some new plants, and one of them got buried. The rain must have washed it onto there. Oh, it's gone. It's not just buried, it's gone.
Cat or something?
Probably. Oh, there it is. You poor thing. Anyway, there's two right there. This one got buried, so it's not looking so happy. And the leaves got ate off of it, it looks like. Cat, probably. Maybe squirrel. This one.
You can see there's some raccoons and possums around.
Yes, we have. And then there's one right there, too. But I had all three. We need
to weed that out a little bit.
Oh, I definitely got to weed there. I'm getting there.
Yes, you are. You're doing good.
And then I got one zucchini there. And my other one is getting ate by the slugs. Me and the slugs this year, we're not having a time of it. Oh, that one got buried. And these two didn't come up. I got one pumpkin there, and none of the rest came up, the watermelon or the pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them in there, and then after they're big enough, I'm going to transplant them over here. These look so tiny over here.
Yeah, right.
These are my Abe Lincoln ones. The last ones I planted. They're looking kind of sad, but they're just small. But we'll see. Some of these are still small, and some are almost up to the trellis. And I gotta get the weeds that are around them. And look how dark these cherries are up above in the neighbor's tree. I don't know if you can see them. They're dropping down on my garden.
Some of them
are light red like that. And I saw a dark red one down here. Where was it?
We thought they were pie cherries, but
It's got bug holes in it, or else I'd try it. I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's see. Let's find a spot that's no bugs. There we go. Oh, it's actually sweet. I didn't expect that. Maybe they're not pie cherries. They're very tiny though. And then these are starting to break back through. So we're going to have some more potatoes. And that one definitely broke back through. But if I bury it like I've been doing all the rest of them, I'm going to bury the others too much. So it gets to stay atop a sec. And this set of tomatoes is the same as all the rest. I got some that are a little dinky and some that are huge. And these, I didn't put the trellis up as high as I did some of the others. I don't know why I didn't.
You were going to plant something different there, and then you changed your mind.
Oh, that's right. I was going to do my peppers here. And then I changed it to tomatoes because I had so many tomatoes. In fact, I even got too many tomatoes on each of these trellises. And I know it. And that's probably why some of them are dinky and some of them are huge.
Yeah, thin a few of them out. Give them to some neighbors.
These, I don't know. That's my grapevines I ordered. And they're not doing so hot. They're supposed to come back alive after I plant them, but they're not.
They just look like a stick for the last 2 weeks.
I just got sticks. I don't know. And my rhubarb looks dead. But I got told not to give up on it yet. So, I'm not giving up on it yet. My primroses are getting flowers again, and something is eating flowers. Look at that.
Yep.
I have a bug issue this year.
Yes, yes we do.
And voila, the holly bush is out.
Yeah, my back is telling me about it.
That's the dirt that was in it. Well, not all of it. Some of it's my compost dirt, but... And that is the stump / root.
I'm pretty sure that holly bush was planted when the house was built in '54.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It was
But it's gone.
It was deep and it was big around at the
We
bottom.
still got this stump.
We got 2 little stumps.
This
that I can
one,
take out.
this one we're not digging out. This one we're gonna get a stump grinder.
Yeah, I have 2 more I can dig out, and there's 3 that need the stump grinder.
And the other ones are around this side.
Yeah, the other 2 big ones. I might work on one of the other ones today too.
One of them's buried under this chip pile that has termites. We are getting rid of that because that has termites. We don't want that close to the house. And then the other one's over there.
What?
I could plant her strawberries there.
Yeah, probably good. I don't see why not.
As many strawberries as I have, I need somewhere besides the front yard.
All right, along the house. Right
Along the house here and along the house there.
there. Actually, I wouldn't. You got the dryer vent right there.
They'd probably like that.
Okay. I don't know.
Somebody was telling me that they actually plant their tomatoes by their dryer vent.
Oh, wow.
And they get bigger tomatoes. Who was it that told me that? Oh, it was Harrison, our neighbor over here.
Huh. Interesting.
I was like, who told me that? It was somebody recent. It was Harrison. Yeah, I think that'd be a good spot for strawberries right there. And it'd give me that one bed for other stuff. Because we got tons of strawberries. And they're taking up my front beds. But you can never have too many strawberries. Now he's filling the hole back in.
Yeah, now I can actually mow around this. I was grumbling a lot.
He was totally grumbling about that. Because he can't get the mower through there very well. You know, I was thinking if we do the compost thing like I was talking about right there. Whoops, I just didn't mean to drop you.
Yeah.
Oh, I even turned the camera around to myself. Don't look at me. How did I do that? I want to know how I did that. There's how I did that. Ha! I figured it out. I'm still learning my phone. You got a rock. That's a big rock.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's in the hole, though.
Nope. I was just curious, like, as much of an archaeology dig as it is back here, when you hit something hard like that, you go investigate.
But I was thinking if we did the compost thing like I was saying right here, that we might not want stuff right there.
Yeah.
Because we want to be able to get to the compost. At least that's my thought.
Yeah.
This row would have to go. Not this year.
Yeah, we plan a little ahead. Oh, like a couple of years ahead.
But if we do the compost thing here, the 3 leave room for you to get behind it to mow it.
Yep.
Which you don't have right now. Then it's going to put it out this way a bit. So this row will need to go. And I'm going to put my grape trellises. I think I'm going to put them here and here. What do you think?
Yeah.
I hear the woodpecker too. Anyway, that's my weed bed. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 plants that survived the slugs in this area. That's it. But we're gonna fix that. They don't seem to be bugging my tomatoes.
Little centipede. Oh. It's gone what? I was just on. What happened?
He's like, I was on dirt. Now I'm on this piece of metal. Oh, you're putting some of my compost in there.
Yeah, probably a little bit of it will end up in there. Well, look at this. Look at what I got left. We got to make up that much room.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this time. I don't know. You're taking my compost.
Compost starts right here.
You got some of it. I saw it.
Yeah, like I said, we got to make up room for that big old wood block I just took out. Gotta get my rake.
Eventually, my greenhouse will be over this part right here. Do we want to just come out to about here with the greenhouse?
So, yeah, probably be all right.
From the edge of that to here?
From the edge of where?
From that end of that bed.
Oh, to there, yeah.
To here. That way I can use the beds in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And then I can have a table to actually work here. And some shelves for the plants, my seedlings. At least that's my thought. Some of my seedlings can go in those beds.
Every time I do this, I feel like I'm stomping grapes or something.
He's playing in the dirt.
Well, if I don't do this, as much rain as we've been getting lately.
I know.
And there's a big hole I gotta fill in anyways.
I haven't even tried stepping on that area you did the other day.
It's not bad. I did this to it the other day too. Actually, a couple times.
Yeah, but I weigh more than you.
Yeah. Hey, our centipede guy is back.
That's because he crawls through it.
He's like, man, I'm having a rough day today. Earthquakes keep happening, and all of a sudden I'm in a different spot.
Anyway, I will leave you guys with him digging the dirt back into the hole. You guys have a great day. And I don't know if he's going to tell you goodbye or not.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.